Hello, I'm Isaac Telly, and for my final presentation, I have decided to do it on the University of Minnesota Crookston baseball team. I chose the UMC baseball team because it reflects my interest and familiarity with the sport of baseball. It also helps that I'm a member of the team. The goal is to analyze how the team uses its social media, media guides, and YouTube to engage fans and support media coverage. This review highlights strengths and opportunities for improvement, focusing on ways to increase visibility, consistency, and fan engagement. So to start off, we'll take a look at the University of Minnesota Crookston baseball team website, and we'll look at the structure and content of the page. So first, the site follows a standard athletic department layout, making navigation clear and consistent with the rest of UMC athletics. At the top, there's a navigation bar that gives quick access to all the core areas fans expect. And for baseball specifically, users can easily find the schedule, roster, coaching staff, and the latest news updates. The site also includes tabs linking to other UMC athletic teams, making it easy for visitors to move around the entire athletic department ecosystem. One helpful feature is the section displaying the 5 most recent news articles, which can keep fans updated with game recaps, announcements, and team-related stories. As you can see, this example features an article of how there are still Minnesota Crookston baseball alumni who are actively playing in professional baseball. The site also includes game photo galleries, giving the program a more visual and engaging presence. Beyond the basics, the website offers some valuable additional information. There's a multi-sport social media directory that connects visitors to various official platforms. And there are also links to YouTube and live video feeds for streaming games or watching highlights when posted. These features don't just inform, they help the program with branding, recruiting, and fan engagement. And then by giving the baseball team more visibility and making the site more interactive and media rich, overall the website serves as both an informational hub and a promotional tool for the program. Next up is the media guide. Currently, as of now, UMC Baseball does not actually publish a true single downloadable media guide. Instead, information is spread across multiple pages on the athletics website, goldeneaglesports.com. While schedules, rosters, statistics, and program history are available, they are not centralized into one easy-to-use resource. A dedicated media guide would compile team roster and coaching staff bios, season schedule and results, player statistics and season recaps from previous seasons, media contacts, quick facts, and program history as well. This would greatly assist journalists by providing quick, centralized access to player information, stats, and background details, making coverage more efficient and accurate. It would also benefit fans by offering clear context about the players, team, and season, helping to increase engagement and understanding of UMC baseball. Up next, UMC Baseball social media. So currently, UMC Baseball is active on 3 main social media platforms, with each aimed at a slightly different audience. On Instagram, with around 1,296 followers, the team posts game day graphics, final scores, achievements, recruiting announcements, and alumni updates. This platform mainly targets current students, recruits, and younger fans who engage with more visual content. I took a screenshot of their Instagram page, and as you can see, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see that there's game day posts down there with bright yellow background and final score, as well as some posts highlighting one example being this pitcher's 20th win of the season, which was a school record, and then also the revealing of new charcoal colored jerseys. On X, where the program has over 3,200 followers, the posts focus on game day updates, occasional behind the scenes photos, and reposts of news pertaining to recruiting and alumni. X serves as a broad audience, but is especially useful for real-time updates and reaching alumni, sports media, and dedicated followers. Um, I took a few screenshots of the X page. As you can see, the most recent activity was reposting a post made from the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks, who had just signed one of a former UMC baseball alum. And to the right of that, I've included a post made that shows the players practicing outdoors at a time when normally they'd be indoors, but it was nice enough and they practice outside. So posts like this aren't very common on the page, but every once in a while there's a post made like this. Lastly, UMC Baseball is on Facebook with around 306 followers, and it is used almost entirely for game day posts and final scores, and it tends to reach parents, local community members, and older alumni. And as you can see there, the most recent post there was wishing people a happy Thanksgiving. I believe this post was made, as you can see, also on Instagram, and I also believe on X. So every once in a while, some of the posts are made on all platforms. However, sometimes these posts, such as the game day posts, have different styles depending on the platform. As of right now, the team does not have a baseball-specific YouTube channel, but a few clips do appear on the general UMC Athletics page, which primarily targets fans looking for longer video content, such as highlights or post-game interviews. Um, However, within the last year, there's only been, I believe, one post on YouTube that is centered on the UMC baseball team. So definitely an area for improvement. Together, these platforms allow the platform or the program to connect with multiple groups and maintain a broad digital presence. Next is comparison by a different but similar team to UMC baseball. And I thought what better team to do than University of Minnesota Duluth baseball, as they are also in the NSIC and also part of the University of Minnesota system. So upon looking at University of Minnesota Duluth baseball, I found that they are also active on the same three social media platforms as UMC. Their follower count are in a similar range with about 802 followers on Facebook, 1,091 followers on Instagram, and 3,696 followers on X. One thing that stands out is that UMD uses a consistent account logo and banner across platforms, which I think helps to give consistency and a unified visual identity to their platforms. Their posting approach is very similar to UMC actually, with content centered around game day posts, final scores, and general team updates. Like UMC, Facebook and X often share the same posts across both platforms. And then UMD also includes some additional post types such as posts highlighting the announcement of team captains and team award winners. And their recruiting posts use a more creative and stylized design when compared to UMC. Um, the example I've included is how they took a photo of one of their commits and made it look like it was a baseball card in a professionally graded case. So the content itself is not different, just presented in I think, a little more creative and polished way. Overall, UMD's social media strategy closely mirrors UMC with slightly more visual consistency and creativity in how some content is presented. Overall, this research that I've done has brought me to some suggestions I have to help improve UMC Baseball's presence on social media. So first, one key recommendation I have is to produce a current UMC Baseball Media Guide PDF and make it prominent on the baseball page. This gives fans and media easy access to team information. Another suggestion would be to focus more on uniformity across all UMC social media platforms. This could include using more consistent colors, profile photos across all the platforms, using the same game day graphics instead of having three different designs with each one being posted on a different platform, uh, and messaging to help strengthen the brand identity. Overall, by making these changes, I think the social media accounts would have a more professional look and would help stand out more. Expanding content would also be one of my recommendations. this could possibly include um, mic'd up footage of players at practice, player-on-player interviews or Q&A sessions, videos of players answering trivia against each other, um, and all this could be posted on Instagram, as well as potential weight room or practice highlights. I believe that this could help increase engagement for these platforms, and these types of posts help to attract younger audiences and also potential recruits. Game highlights should be shared strategically with full game recaps on the Golden Eagle YouTube channel and top plays posted on Instagram and X. Player spotlight features could be made to showcase favorite memories, energetic leaders, or team personalities, making the content more personal, engaging for fans. And then by maintaining consistent branding and sharing a mix of behind the scenes, game, and player focused content, I believe that UMC baseball can reach a wider audience, engage fans of all ages, and create a more dynamic presence across social media platforms. And this concludes my presentation for UMC Baseball's social media. Thank you for listening.